Let's go to Hillbilly Days in downtown Pikeville, sponsored by Wolf, Williams & Reynolds and the City of Pikeville.
Good evening, everybody. First Alert meteorologist Evan Hatter here with you with a check of your forecast as we run through this evening. But of course, big events happening in the mountains this evening. In fact, let's bring him in. Meteorologist Cameron Aaron has been out in Pikeville all day at the 2023 Hillbilly Days Festival. That is brought to us by Wolf, Williams & Reynolds and the City of Pikeville. Bring him in. Oh, that's the wrong source there. There's Cameron. Cameron, how's it been out there today, my good friend?
Evan, so you know that this is my first time actually working Hillbilly Days. I came for a little bit last year, so this is my first time actually getting to sit here and enjoy it. And when I say the weather could not be better, all right? It was sunny, it was dry, it was a little bit warm, right? But the humidity was low and the breeze was awesome. So we had an awesome time here, and really the party's just now getting started. That 5 o'clock kickoff was about 2 hours ago, so we still have an evening full of events, and we also have a day tomorrow, a day Saturday, so we have all kinds of things to do here in Pikeville for Hillbilly.
And see, you know, I know you're from Alabama, so you like it a little warmer out there today. We've got 83 right now on the thermometer, so you're used to weather like this. I think it was around that temperature last year, and it was a little warm for me. I know you packed the sunscreen today, and I think I'm just going to do it to be safe tomorrow.
You know, yeah, I mean, honestly, today we had some high-level clouds, some cirrus clouds overhead, so I didn't get burnt, really. I mean, I really didn't get burnt at all, honestly. So for me, I'm pretty pale, so I could use some sun anyways, right? But honestly, it wasn't bad. Like I said, the sun is starting to set behind the buildings, so it's getting a little bit cooler. It feels really, really good out here, honestly. So if you have any plans to come out here, the weather could not be better. If you're on the fence about coming out, go ahead and come out, because there's things to do for the kiddos, for the teens, for the adults. We got music, we got good food, and again, there's just tons of things to do here in downtown Pikeville. But again, Evan, yeah, I do love the warmer weather, but we do have that cool down on the way, so that's a little bit of a spoiler.
That's right. I'm actually a little excited myself at the warmer, or the slightly cooler weather, at least, heading our way into tomorrow and on Saturday. I'll be out there, of course, tomorrow doing what Cameron's been doing out there today with guest weather and kind of just being out and meeting and greeting folks. And we'll, of course, I'll be there. Of course, Steve will be there as well, anchoring the news from Hillbilly Days for the second year in a row. And hopefully for the second year in a row, we always have to make mention, especially on day 2. Hopefully we can keep him a little less soaking wet this time.
That's right. That's right. And I know we just talked about the weather on Mountain News at 6, but if you missed it, Friday looking really good, right? But we are tracking that rain chance by Friday night into Saturday. So I do think you looked out, Evan. I do think you're going to be pretty good shape. But Brandon, on Saturday, it might be a little bit tricky.
So here's the thing. I'll be there out there on Saturday, too, just kind of part of the parade and just kind of going for fun. So, right. Hey, I'll get wet, too, if things get a little crazy on Saturday. So here's hoping we can keep it dry.
I'll be in the dry studio.
Yes,
I just want that to
you'll be dry and in the studio. I guess we could be dry out in the bureau, because that's where if I can talk, you're right in front of the WYMT Big Sandy Bureau right now on the corner of 2nd Division Street. So exactly. You'll be there for a little bit longer here this evening, and I'm going to let you get back to it. I know there looks to be a great amount of fun happening behind you.
I mean, just look behind me, Evan. I'll step out of the shot, and you can see people continue to pour into downtown Pikeville. We got games, we got music, we got food, and I think a funnel cake may be calling my name, so we'll have to get into that here soon.
How much would I have to, maybe bring a little bit of that back to the old station tonight?
That might be something we can work out. It might be a little bit soggy, though. I don't know if it'll be all right. I've never had cold funnel cake. That's another topic we can discuss later, but I don't know if it'd be as good as
Probably not, but funnel cake is at the same time funnel cake. So I'll have your people call my people a little bit later on tonight.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, Cameron, I'll let you go get that funnel cake. And while the rest of us still here on Facebook Live are going to talk about the weather as we head into the next couple of days at Hillbilly Days. So, Cameron, thank you, and we'll see you again a little bit later on.
Thank you, sir.
Especially as we head into the day on Saturday. So let's go outside. There's the other view from Hillbilly Days right now. That is the view from our Pikeville Medical Center camera a little further away from the action, and we will continue to see things rather quiet as we head through the nighttime hours, at least weather-wise, all throughout the region. So it was warm today, wasn't it? As we pull up we'll get the temperatures here in just a second, pulling those up. I mean, look at these numbers. We got in, I know we were at 86 at one point over in Irvin, many of us staying in the low 80s right now, and even the upper 70s. So we will continue to see the mild air throughout this evening. We didn't get to record-breaking territory, but it was still quite a warm day out there. The good news, those wind gusts, while we still have them in some areas, are starting to go down a little bit here this evening, and that is the good news as we head through the rest of our evening hours here on this Thursday. But that fire weather warning still does stay in effect through about 8 o'clock tonight. Obviously, 6 o'clock is when the burn ban every day kind of lifts, but it is something that we will continue to watch and be aware of as we head through the rest of the night, because you know, even the rest of the night through 8 o'clock and even beyond that, we're still going to be dealing with that possibility that anything that anything that burns can burn quickly, and that is something that we do need to watch out there through the rest of the night. There you see just the high clouds on satellite and radar. It's been a relatively quiet weather day for us. That's not the case out to the west. This is the same storm system that produced large tornadoes across portions of Oklahoma last night, and that's bringing severe weather from Chicagoland area down through St. Louis, kind of almost parallel to the Mississippi River down through the Arkansas area, right through Little Rock at this point. Tornado watch up near Chicagoland. Severe thunderstorm watch is south of that. I don't think severe weather is a huge concern for us. I think the very far northern sections of the area are in a level 1 marginal risk for tomorrow, but that is not a huge concern for us. That system's going to lose a little bit of steam as we head through the rest of the evening hours and into tomorrow as well. So you see overnight we're still dealing with clouds moving in, but overall a rather peaceful weather night out there. Just got to watch the burning out there, and really even into the day tomorrow. We're not under that fire weather warning for tomorrow, but it will be a little breezy. We're going to see some more moisture in the air as that system moves in, but still just be careful out there as we head through tomorrow. You see pockets of sunshine tomorrow with the possibility for some of those clouds, but notice the showers still stay to the west. So going zone by zone tomorrow, upper 70s and low 80s, I think a good bet as we head into the day tomorrow, especially because we're seeing an increase in that warm air starting to move on into the region, and the sunshine we'll see in the morning. Same thing, many of us in the low 80s across the Kentucky River Valley, and we'll do the same thing into the Big Sandy with those temperatures. If the clouds hold off long enough in places like Inez and Louisa, up to Wayne and Logan, and as you head further into West Virginia itself, things are going to get a little warmer because we're going to take a little longer to get those clouds in there. So as we head through the rest of our Friday, you see some of those showers. Now, Future View, this is the latest run of Future View, trying to bring some of those showers into the region, especially our western sections, as we head into the day as we head by the late afternoon and into the evening hours. That's something we'll watch. You see a couple of scattered showers, but no big things, especially as we look toward Pikeville for day 2 of Hillbilly Days heading into the second evening. That is something we'll watch. Notice, by overnight Friday and into Saturday, that's going to be the prime time for the potential for some of those showers. And some of these could contain some brief heavy downpours. I'm not going to say this is just a light rain. We could see, again, some pockets of moderate to heavy rain, but I don't think this is a washout scenario. The one thing we have to watch, though, through the day on Saturday, that's 8 o'clock on Saturday morning. The bulk of the shower activity starting to move out, but we could see some spotty showers as we head into the day on Saturday. I know the Hillbilly Days Festival Parade is at 2 o'clock. It starts at 2 o'clock on Saturday, and that's something we'll continue to watch through the rest of tonight and into the day on Saturday. These would not be as heavy as any rain we would be dealing with as the front moves through. This is kind of behind the front as the cooler air moves in, and the air will get cooler behind this front, especially as we head into the day on Sunday. So again, rain chances the next 5 days. It's not a washout, it's not a gully washer, toad strangler, anything you want to call it like that, but 1 inch to 2 inches of rain, not out of the question. In our northern counties, it's not a ton of rain, but just have a plan B. If you have any outdoor plans, maybe you're not headed to Hillbilly Days. We hope you do. We hope you come out and see us tomorrow and on Saturday. I'll be doing guest weather there tomorrow, and Steve will be there as well, anchoring Mountain News first at 4, 5:30, and 6. And, of course, Brandon will be out there on Saturday as well with guest weather wrapping up during the day on Saturday. And that's our big day that we're looking for the potential for the shower activity, especially early Saturday morning as we head through the early hours of Saturday and we finally start to clear things out into Sunday and Monday. The issue there is behind that cold front, it gets cold. The frost freeze forecast as we head through the rest of the week into the weekend, best chance is going to be Sunday night. Frost looking likely as we dip into the mid-30s. Saturday, Monday, not out of the question, but it's rather unlikely in comparison to what we're going to be dealing with on Saturday and on Monday. Maria asking about any severe weather. The severe weather threat is very, very low as we head through the next few days. We just don't have the ingredients here. I can't rule out a gusty storm, but severe weather is not a huge concern. And as a matter of fact, that will do it for me here this evening. I'll have the very latest on that Hillbilly Days forecast for day 2 and 3 coming up tonight on Mountain News beginning at 11 o'clock. Brandon's got the latest on Mountain News this morning beginning at 5 a.m., including your latest updated Hillbilly Days forecast with that late night data. And I'll be there through the day tomorrow, through the evening news. So come out and see us. Do guest weather with us out at Hillbilly Days in downtown Pikeville. On our coverage, of course, sponsored by Wolf, Williams, and Reynolds and the City of Pikeville. Have a great evening, everybody. We hope to see you out in Pikeville tomorrow.